Hello, and welcome to another of the continuing adventures of Judd. I'm Judd. One of the neat things about Florida is you drive a couple of miles off the highway and you never know what you're going to find. There are all sorts of delights around this state, from state parks to federal parks to private parks to botanical gardens to amusement parks, and you never know when you're going to run into one. Another interesting thing about this state is some of the names. We've got Kissimmee, we've got Tallahassee, we've got Ocala, we've got Lake Okeechobee, we've got Okahumpka. Well, I've got a new one for you today, Kanapaha, as in Kanapaha Botanical Gardens, just 1.3 miles off of I-75 near Gainesville. Kanapaha Botanical Gardens is a magnificent natural landscape that has been enhanced by the introduction of rare and unusual plants from around the world. It includes 25 specialty gardens. One of the ones that struck me the most was the bamboo garden, and it turns out this is Florida's largest public collection of bamboo. It includes dwarf bamboo, giant timber bamboo, Chinese goddess bamboo, fernleaf bamboo, Buddha's belly bamboo, and the incomparably elegant black bamboo. There's also a rock garden. It features a collection of desert plants displayed among huge boulders to create a stunning contrast of textures. There's also a butterfly garden, a vinery. That's fascinating. Some great views in there. Hummingbird garden, a herb garden, a water gardens, a palm hammock. The palm hammock, that is really neat. A hammock is a geographical term for a rise in an otherwise flat area, and it denotes very rich soil and hardwood growth. It's predominantly, in fact, in some definitions it's called a Florida hammock, but it occurs throughout the southeast United States, but most notably in Florida. And there's a palm hammock here, which has some great examples of various palms. And another note is that their palm tree is not native to Florida or to any place in the United States. It is an imported plant. It just likes it here like many of us. I discovered Kanapaha Botanical Gardens when I had to go up to the VA eye clinic, which is off that same road, and as I was looking down side streets trying to spot the eye clinic, off to the right I spotted this little side street, hardly noticeable, that had a sign there that said Kanapaha Botanical Gardens. Having a couple of hours to kill before my appointment, I buzzed on in and took the first of my 3 photo shoots there, and it is the product of all 3 of those shoots that are combined to create this video. The old entrance road originated as an Indian game trail and was the route taken by English naturalist William Bartram, whose extensive journals contain descriptions of the Lake Kanapaha area at the time of the American Revolution. The gardens takes its name from its proximity to 250-acre Lake Kanapaha. The entire gardens is accessible via ECV, scooter, mobility scooter, not always on the most comfortable pathways, but it is accessible. There is a little tricky part getting through the butterfly gardens because you seem to lose the path, but you actually have to go up through the gazebo, and the path actually goes through the gazebo, whereas it looks like it ends at the gazebo, but that's actually the way through, so you might want to keep that in mind whether you're walking or on a scooter. Gazebo. A visit at any given time of year to the gardens is going to reveal to you very different views of what is there. The summer months, of course, are the peak for the flowers and colors and bright blooms. Other times of the year are going to stress other things. For instance, one visit I went to the lake had a couple of gators in there. The most recent visit I made, it was filled with those giant water lilies, which can get up to 6 feet across. So when you go, makes a vast difference over what you see. But as a tree garden, which is sort of how I saw it, a tree and vine garden, those are the things that struck me the most, and that would apply any time of the year, and you get some very incredible views, scenes, imagery to fill your eyes and mind in looking at that, the trees and vines, just some incredible things there. The gardens are also one of the most difficult photo shoots I've ever done. The light is so intense where it exists and so absent where it doesn't, and both combine tremendously in any given view. So you've got a very dark area, but with brilliant, bright sun coming through on a bright day that actually will burn out the images. So some of these images come through as almost black silhouettes on bright backgrounds, so it made for some quite challenging shooting. You can spend an hour, 2 hours a day just enjoying the various environments created throughout this 62 acres. You can choose one and sit there for hours and meditate upon the nature of life, or just watch a flower grow. Or actually, at some point, you can watch the bamboo grow, because bamboo grows underground for 10 months out of the year, and then for 2 months out of the year, it does all the above ground growth, and sometimes growing as much as 2 inches per hour. So you can actually watch the bamboo grow. Visit during April to watch the shoots grow. There are picnic facilities on the premises, as well as a gift shop with some pretty neat stuff in it. Again, average tour time, if you want to tour the whole thing, is about an hour and a half, 2 hours, but one can easily pass a leisurely afternoon exploring the whole place, or even a day. The months of maximum color are June through September. The park opens at 9 a.m. every day, except Thursday, which it's closed all day. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, it closes at 5 p.m. On Saturday and Sunday, it closes at dusk or 7 p.m., whichever comes first. Admission is $7 for an adult, $3 or $4 for children up to 13, and under 6 are free. So it's hardly any significant amount. And as I said, you can spend an hour or a day there, depending on how much time you want to spend there. They have a website. It's www.kanapaha.org, Kanapaha, and they're up in Gainesville, Florida, just off of State Road 24, 1.3 miles west of I-75, exit number 384. Kanapaha Botanical Gardens.